Oh shit, we don't have a theme song.
Oh shit, you're right. What are we gonna do?
I don't know. Like, do we have time to buy something?
No, we just have to riff.
We're gonna just riff it.
Oh shit, it's the Nostalgic Front, a podcast from Patrick and Ream. We like movies, TV, and games, junk food, juice boxes, forgotten things.
Oh wow, that was adequate.
Yeah, that was like pretty good.
Yeah, are we just gonna use it for every episode?
I think we should. I think we have to.
All right, and thank you for listening to the Nostalgic Front. I'm Patrick Hasty.
And I'm Brandon Ream.
How you doing, Brandon?
I'm doing great today.
Yeah? What's up? What have you been looking at? What old nostalgic bullshit have you been into this last week?
Oh, well, we just watched a bunch of old 80s cartoon
We did.
intros
Oh, God.
together.
David the Gnome.
Oh, David the Gnome, man.
So good.
Takes one to know one.
It does. When I realized as a little dumb boy that David the Gnome was the dad, Mr. C from Happy Days.
Hey, Mr. C.
Blew my mind. Exactly.
Hell
With
yeah.
Fonzie and the rest.
Yeah.
Blew my mind. And then Maya the Bee. What and what?
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of Nick Jr. action.
A lot of
on
Nick
there.
Jr.
The
stuff.
Eureka's Castle.
Yeah, Eureka's Castle.
We love going down old memory
Lane. Nostalgic. It's the real nostalgic front. We're on the front lines of nostalgia. It is a dead-end street. You can only go back. So You know what? They say you can only go back so far, but technically you can go back forever. You know? Like, one of these days...
Science only goes back to the Big Bang.
Oh, I love that show. Sheldon and the rest.
Yeah,
I'm big on saying "and the rest."
Long enough to be talked about on this podcast.
No, and that's the only reason we don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
What about in specific stuff? Any specific shit you're getting into?
Well, I mean, no.
No.
I've
been watching a lot. I'll tell you this. Netflix. They're rebooting Mystery Science Theater 3000. With Jonah Ray's hosting and Baron Vaughn and Hampton Yount, and it looks great.
Now we're talking.
But because of that, they've put up like 10 old episodes, like great, like best of episodes.
Yeah.
And there's a thing when that goddamn the intro starts, that music, you know,
not too distant.
it does a thing, like a nostalgic thing. It literally makes me feel like I'm in my sleeping bag as a kid.
Yeah.
And I'm 10 years old and I'm just under the covers getting ready to watch. You know,
Iowa, or at least Des Moines, they didn't play it on NBC. They only played it on NBC like at 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
After like SNL, so we didn't get like Sci-Fi or Comedy Central, so you'd have to like stay up.
Yeah,
and chug Surge to be able to watch Mystery Science Theater.
That is
exactly such a payoff.
That's exactly how we did it off of Omaha TV. We'd watch it in the middle of the night, and I swear that it was on PBS. But everybody disagrees with me. But because when I was a kid, we only had 5 channels though, and I'm positive that I watched it on the PBS channel. But I'm wondering maybe it was, I don't know. But I fucking loved it, and I know it was always so funny and so many jokes. Rewatching episodes now that maybe episodes I didn't get, things that when I was a kid I was like, oh, I didn't even realize all these weird innuendo-y type jokes that they're making. When I was a kid, I just liked the old Hollywood silly dumb stuff.
And the tons of referential humor that you never got as a kid because they're talking about random musicians and actors from the 70s and stuff.
I'm really pumped for the new series, which has either already debuted or will debut soon, or maybe debuted a while ago. You know?
Who knows?
Yeah, time is linear in this goddamn podcast. Is that the way I wanted to say that?
I think so. It checks out.
Yeah.
In context, I thought it worked.
Speaking of context, let's say we take a break and then come back with our guest.
Oh, I'm pumped. Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
Decide to step up to this kind of power, this kind of challenge, this kind of flying, crashing feeling. When you decide to get serious, there's only one place to come, the games of Super Nintendo. No one else creates this kind of experience, because no one else creates these kinds of games. Now you're playing with power, superpower.
And we're back. What a great commercial.
Oh, it was. One of my favorites.
One of the best.
I'm going to buy it.
Yeah, you definitely should. Who's our guest today, Ream?
Oh, our
idiot.
I'm your Hannah.
Our guest is Hannah Boone.
Hannah Boone.
Hi.
Goddamn.
Right.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
This is the Nostalgic Front. I'm sure you've listened, fan of the show.
I can't
Friend
stop
of the show.
listening.
Yeah, you get on those runs. You get on those runs.
It's a nightmare.
I'm already getting nostalgic for the first couple episodes.
I know. It's weird, right? Thank you so much for being on the show.
Yeah. Thank you I can't wait. We have so much to delve into.
Yeah, We might call this a special episode. You know?
It is.
Yes.
It really is.
Ooh, baby.
So let's paint the picture. You're a little kid. It's whatever. Well, I don't know. I don't know your age. So let's say anywhere from the mid 1970s to the early 2000s. Where are you when you're a little kid?
Well, we got to go back to BC.
Oh shit! I told you it's linear. Okay.
Yeah. No, this is in 1997, so I was somewhere between 6 and 7 years old.
Okay, 6 and 7. Before we break into your big ol' your box, I know what I'm talking about. Before we break into what you've brought today on the show, it's 1997. You're a young kid. You wake up in the morning, what do you want? What's your food? What do you want to get for yourself? A snack, a breakfast, something maybe your parents don't give a shit about, but you're just like, let's get into it. I want this thing. What is it?
Well, I have a well-known thing, and I have like a weird thing
Both
I made
of
up.
them, please.
Okay, so the weird thing I made up was just I noticed cereal was getting in the way of bananas in my cereal, so I cut out the cereal, straight bananas, bunch of sugar, and milk.
Whoa.
Loved it.
That sounds great.
It's really good.
You still do that one?
Yeah. I mean, it's an unblended smoothie.
Yeah.
With sugar in it, but it's good.
It sounds great. Okay, so hold on. So when you were eating regular cereal, though, were you guys having like Wheaties or whatever? Were you cutting up bananas and putting them in there, or strawberries and putting them in there?
I just thought that was a marketing.
Yeah, that was just a thing for the commercials and the pictures to make it look healthy, right?
No, part of this complete.
But were you guys actually doing that?
Here's the thing. I liked it in Honey Smacks, which was my favorite.
Ooh,
yeah.
Sugar Smacks.
Sugar Smacks,
they were then.
Yeah.
And then, which is great that was my favorite cereal.
Yeah,
totally a throwback. And then, but my grandma would put strawberries in like Fruity Pebbles, and I was like, "What are you doing?
Ooh, weird.
Like, how dare you?"
What's the name of that frog?
In all fair, Smacks?
Rip them, smack them.
Oh, get them, gig them.
It wasn't
G-I-G.
Smack. It wasn't. His name wasn't Smack.
Maybe his name was Smack, and he said gig 'em.
Gig 'em.
Oh yeah, he said gig 'em because I see how that could be a frog.
Doesn't it sound kind of like a rah like army thing? Like gig 'em, we're gonna go kill them. You know?
They killed Gig 'em.
Yeah. Okay,
I'm
yeah.
sure the government has,
That's weird to me, though, that you put fruit even in Smacks, especially. I would think fruit would go, like, in a wheat flake or something.
Well, not fruit, just bananas.
Bananas only.
I am obsessed with bananas. Bananas.
When I was a kid, I love them, too. And when I was a kid, because I grew up, still am to this day, super picky eater. And when I was a kid, I loved fruit, and I hated vegetables.
Well, you have to pick a lot of fruit.
You do got to pick them off those fucking trees. Put them in the store. That's where everything else is. Why you got to put them up in that tree?
Hide my fruit in trees.
Those assholes.
But there's a fun family story about, because I grew up all on the farm. I'm about as rootsy as a goddamn pile of dirt. One time my grandpa and I were out on the farm, and we were out on the 86 acres, and we were in the tractor, and he was driving on the side of a terrace, which I'm sure in retrospect wasn't as dangerous as it felt like, but to me it felt like we were just completely sideways in a goddamn tractor, and I was very scared, but I don't want to seem scared, so like in the middle of it I just go, Grandpa, I'm hungry. I think we should go get some nanners. But like that was my way of him. I was hoping he'd be like, "Oh, okay," and then just drive straight, and then I wouldn't be in peril no more. But instead, he's like, "No, I'm fucking farming, little boy. You got
That's
time."
That's how I deal with my problems too. I'm like, it's not happening.
Yeah, I was just like, "We got to get out of this. What do I do?" Grandpa, I think we need some nanners.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do that. Now, what was the other snack that was a little more common?
Okay, real weird kids still don't have common, but it's two common things mixed together.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So I used to go home and unwrap the Kraft singles, and I dip them in ketchup.
Okay. That's a little more poor kid. I can get on that. Yeah.
See, my parents really let me put whatever I want.
Now, when you say Kraft singles, I assume you're actually talking about generic off-brand cheese product, right? Like in a slice?
The American single wrapped.
Yeah. But I don't know. Kraft.
Yeah, no, we had generic.
We didn't have Kraft money.
Who buys Kraft?
Yeah, I think every now and then there would be a spike in my household where we had to have Cocoa Krispies and Kraft.
Oh, hell yeah.
If you're paying for Kraft, you might as well get cheese.
I had a brother and a sister.
No, it tastes better than cheese.
I had an older brother and sister, and each time one of them graduated high school, our food budget went up. I was like, oh shit, you mean Wheaties is a real thing?
Swiss cake rolls.
Yeah.
Mini Wheats, we gotta send our kids out. Graduate, kids. We need to get the top shelf cereal.
Oh yeah, I could see that though. Cheese and ketchup, like that. That could be.
Dude, honestly, like cheese, any kind of cheese product with any kind of tomato product, always working. You can go from mac and cheese and ketchup to pizza. Obviously, is cheese and tomato.
So like hot sauce on my mac and cheese.
That's good
not me.
too. That's
not
the
me.
adult version.
I actually have a thing about I don't put ketchup on a lot of my cheese products. Like I like them on like a burger or something like that. I'll do it. But like if I was gonna have a grilled cheese, I wouldn't do ketchup. But I'll do a grilled cheese in a tomato soup. That sounds all right.
Okay, see, you're both very adult about it.
No, not at all. Not at all.
That's like my version of grown. Whoa, soup? You're grown up.
I do
grilled
love
cheese and tomato soup. What? Slow down, Craig.
What, did you get your business degree too? Whoa.
I do love ketchup though. You big ketchup guy?
Like on French fries.
Was that it?
I mean, I don't like it on my hot dogs or my brats.
What? It's the only thing I put on hot dogs.
I don't know. Some people put it on their eggs. I don't like.
I put it on scrambled eggs, scrambled eggs, and ketchup.
I put it on everything. I have a story about.
Do it.
When I was
I'd rather have American cheese on my eggs than ketchup.
How about both? Why not? Why be shy?
I don't love cheese on eggs for some reason. I'll do it, and especially a lot of times when you get at a restaurant.
But I don't care.
I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it that way. But if I go somewhere and I order an omelet and they put cheese in it, I'll eat it. Right. But at home, I'm never going to do it that way. But my wife, my wife also puts cheese on hot dogs, which I think is super weird. But
that's fucked up.
Yeah, ketchup is all I want. All I want is
cream
what do you put on a
cheese
hot dog?
Too? That's weird. People put cream cheese.
They're
too free about
easy
cream cheese. I will put easy cheese straight in my mouth. Or on a Slim Jim.
You do not need a goddamn
Slim Jim easy cheese, huh?
Yeah.
So good. My mom used to keep a box. In our TV room, and it was easy cheese, Slim Jims, cans of tuna, which is weird because we can't open those and we don't want it. But, and Ritz crackers.
I like the chicken and a biscuit crackers with
the
cheese. Right. And then you get to make the little swirl, and then you mush them together.
And they have an American cheese flavored cheese whiz.
Yeah,
my favorite one.
They have a bacon one too.
Yeah, they do have a bacon one.
I haven't bought a can in a while, but man,
I like getting a sleeve of Ritz, and then maybe 2 more sleeves of Ritzes, and you just take a can and you just eat them all at once. And you'll with the cheesy whiz, and you just you'll make them fucking huge. Right. Remember
I like
on
when you take the
Goofy
easy
Troop?
cheese and you squirt it, but there's that hard piece of cheese.
Yeah, at the
hard dark piece of cheese at the top, and then for some reason that makes it able to push the cracker.
Yeah,
so you're propelling the cracker with the force of cheese coming out of the can.
It's the cheese closest to childbirth.
Yeah. It's like when food. It's like when food becomes chemistry. It's like, ooh, that's weird. Okay. So we got that now. So we got this picture painted. We got a little Hannah there. She's eating her poor food, her ketchup with her cheese. I used to do cheese and Miracle Whip. We used
together.
To, bread. Yeah, you take bread.
And it was Miracle Whip is mayonnaise.
Yeah,
I was thinking Cool Whip.
I'm specific. Oh, yeah. I'm specifically saying Miracle Whip, though, because I've still to this day never been a fan of mayonnaise, but Miracle Whip has got a tangy zip, and goddamn, no one's ever figured out their brand better than Miracle Whip.
They have a Twitter. I follow it.
Oh, man. I run it. I am their Twitter. I'm gonna, but because when we were kids, we couldn't afford to always, we wouldn't always have lunch meat. Mm-hmm. We would slaughter a cow, so we'd have, meat, but it's really hard to slaughter a cow yourself and then also make bologna out of it or whatever. Or
boy, I imagine.
But so we would just do cheese and mayo and bread, cheese and Miracle Whip and bread, and that is a good sandwich. Also,
it was my favorite for years. Was a cheese sandwich. I used to go to. Can you imagine this? I used to go to restaurants as a kid and feel really entitled, and I would get a cheeseburger, but please no meat. And then people would be like, "How about a grilled cheese?" And I'd be like, "Well, you're dumb."
That sounds exactly the way I order food now. I've done that. I've done that recently at TGI Fridays at the. TGI Fridays at the, what do you call it? The Atlanta airport, maybe. Let's call it last week. I ordered a bean, what do you call it? A black bean burger. With their spicy black bean burger, plain cheese only, and can I get the burger on the side because I wanted to be able to eyeball it first and be like, if that's something I want to eat.
You eating at restaurants is a sight to see.
I am broken.
It's amazing to watch.
It's all kids menu stuff.
Yeah. It's great. And also I just keep cutting more and more stuff out, so it makes it even harder. I'm like, sorry, I don't eat. The other night, Gideon and I, friend of the show, fan of the show, been on the show, Gideon Hamburger.
Gideon. He was great.
The other night we went to a diner and I ordered spaghetti. mozzarella sticks, and French fries because I knew they were going to fuck up one of them, and I wanted to get them all.
Well, the more things you order, the likelihood
you're
going to fuck up.
Well, exactly, but I wanted to be able to enjoy one, but the sauce for the spaghetti was really bad, so I put the sauce from the mozzarella sticks on the spaghetti. Oh, but then the mozzarella sticks didn't have any fucking sauce, so I had to dip them in ketchup.
Before we get too far away from those cheese sandwiches,
let's
mayonnaise and cheese.
Loop back to that real quick.
I like to make the grilled cheese sandwiches occasionally with mayonnaise as opposed to
good.
butter.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Chocolate cake with mayonnaise instead.
Yeah.
My grandma used to eat Jell-O with mayonnaise on top of it.
Well, that's not good though. That's
a weird thing, right?
Isn't it weird we're supposed to say mayonnaise? That's
who told you you're supposed to say that? Though?
When I was a kid, and I used to go up to my teacher and say cannonaise, and she would say mayonnaise, and I'd say, oh.
Like repeatedly?
Okay,
like that's a thing you did a lot?
Well, I was doing a bit on that old can I go to the bathroom, and she says, may I go to the bathroom?
And the bit is you just mix the word can with mayonnaise?
I thought you guys just had a
and
weird
he said
thing
mayo.
going
Oh
on.
my god, that's clever.
I feel like this is the Chris Hardwick version of our podcast. This is Talking Podcast.
Well, I did not get
When you go to the generic store, like Aldi's or whatever, they don't have Miracle Whip. They just have salad dressing.
Yeah,
I always thought that was weird.
Because I don't like salads.
I get it. It's for salads.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah,
dude, I won't order. I made a rule for myself. I'm not allowed to order salads at restaurants anymore because it's always just like, great, I would love this salad. Can we take away most of the things in the salad and replace it with these things I hope you have that I did not see on the menu?
See, I like those cold salad bars they got here.
Oh, hell yeah.
Where you can just
salad
go in
yourself.
there, and then you can just, there's like 10 different salads, and then you just go over to one and grab the asparagus out of it, and then the crab
and
out
then
of the
it costs
other one.
$27.
Yeah, I did this thing that was stupid where for the year of 2016 I ate one salad every fucking day.
Oh yeah,
don't do that.
Stupid.
That's terrible. I did that, and I did I would go to those places like Just Salad and all those like fancy spots, and that's what I would do is I'd spend like $12 on a salad, and then I would hate it. I would eat the whole thing and hate it, and be like, "This was all
did
for."
Did you document this?
I did. You can follow it on Instagram at
Instagram. So you took photos.
I did.
Quite the salad shooter.
Thank you.
You know,
Patrick eats 366 salads.
The trick is having real sugary salad dressing.
Well, that was my thing is I couldn't get into a salad dressing.
That's the key.
I like a vinaigrette. I like a lemon vinaigrette, but
balsamic vinaigrette. Never what about Asian sesame?
I never got that far.
Did I like the stuff with the fruits and nuts?
I ate 366 of them. You'd think I would have tried an Asian sesame, but I never did.
I wouldn't think you would have.
Yeah, good. You make sense. Yeah,
the man who orders the burger on the side
Arabian?
of the burger.
Huh?
Sesame? Open
sesame.
Non-stop.
Just another Arabian night here at the podcast. Okay, so now here, let's get into this shit that you got.
Let's do it. Oh
my God, this is so exciting.
Oh,
okay, so I want to say so this is a time capsule I made in 1997.
Yeah,
and I'm not sure that it was. I think I just did this.
Yeah.
And my dad mailed me a laptop I had at his house, and he included.
Wait, say that one more time.
I had a laptop over at my.
Say it one more time.
Laptop.
Spell it.
LAP.
Okay. I really thought you were hitting that B pretty hard there.
I pronounce,
my sister does that. That's why I thought it was going to be funny.
What can I say?
She said you got slow mouth?
I got slow mouth.
That's hilarious.
Bad case of that slow mouth.
What happened to Hannah? Oh, she came down with slow mouth.
This tea is making me sweat, but I like it. It's making me nervous. No, I'm just kidding. I'm hot. Sorry. Edit that out. So
slow math.
So my dad mailed me this laptop, and then I opened this box, and then he mailed me a weapon.
Oh no.
With it because he likes me to have weapons.
Sure. Yeah.
What kind of weapon?
And brass knuckles kind of a thing,
nice.
Which is like I'm not a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, but I will wear them every night when I walk.
Yeah. You can wear them when you go to bed. That'd be fun.
Oh.
Like
every morning you wake up a little scared.
I got arrested for having them once. So I got them taken away, but my dad mailed me. Yeah, I went to the airport.
You've had multiple pairs of.
Yes, my dad. I wanted to write a joke about it, and then ended up dropping it. But he just won't stop buying me weapons, and I won't stop losing them or getting arrested with them.
What I love is that I'm sure your dad found out that you got arrested with them that one time, right?
And
he's just like,
there.
"We'll try it again."
Well, yeah, he doesn't tell me they're illegal, and I don't search this stuff, so I just have this shit on me. And then I get in trouble. I'm like, Dad.
Dad. Oh, no. Those are, that's not my brass knuckles. They're my dad's brass. What's that? Why are you arresting me? Oh, I got slow mouth.
Help me. So he sent me the weapon and laptop and this time capsule I made. And I do want to, and I opened it alone in my house, and I was like, this is so sad it's scary. So I put everything back, and I put it away.
It's just all talking about your hopes and dreams for the future. And when I open this, I'll be with my husband and my kids.
I'm also I was a lot dumber than I thought.
Oh yeah. I'm very interested in this.
Yeah, I thought I was like a really smart kid, and I'm realizing how not smart I was. And I'm starting to write jokes about it. I'm really starting to explore it.
Oh, you write jokes?
I sometimes.
Okay, pretty good.
They come out slow, but I try. So it's a time capsule. All
right, let's see what we got in this fucker.
I want to start with saying there's a horse on the box, and then I taped a note on it. Do you see the top?
It says, do not open until Christmas,
it says
1999.
I was supposed to open this in 2007, so goddamn it.
Whoa.
But it says, my favorite hobby is horseback riding with an arrow pointing to the picture of the horse. Also my favorite animal. Okay, so time capsule we got here from 1997. There's a picture of a horse. I was so into horses.
Did you actually?
Was it actually a hobby, or did you just go horseback riding?
I did get to learn how to horseback ride. I'm very good at shooting and horseback riding, and I will never use
shooting a gun.
Where they do both
shooting
of those?
a gun.
Yeah,
I'm a cowboy. But like no one's paying me to do it, so excuse me, I'm done.
When you were shooting, what were you shooting? Like a 22 or like a 12 gauge or 20 gauge? What do we got?
We had a mag. Oh god, my dad! I shot a revolver.
Oh no, scary handguns.
Why doesn't your dad just give you guns? Those are legal.
Yeah.
You can't have brass knuckles, but guns. Those are fine.
I know. Well, I think
he's got all those fucking brass knuckles.
Imagine me like walking into the creek. I just have a gun. Like, sorry, it's my gun.
I like, You got to go up to do your set, and you're like, oh shit, and you're like, you take off your coat, and it's like in one of those like detective outfits.
I imagine going to the creek with a gun and everyone just fighting over who can shoot themselves. Just trying to.
You walk in with a gun, and everyone's like, oh yeah, we get it. Yeah, no,
they're
that
just
makes
trying
sense.
to grab it from my hands. It's my turn to die. Okay, so this smells like dust. Do you want to smell it? It's dusty and old.
Oh, I have a question. Yeah. Would it be okay if one of us reads it instead of you?
Sure. So that's
is this a letter to yourself? Oh, what is this?
That's not the letter. I have.
Okay.
Read the letter though.
Yeah, I think we.
Here's the letter.
Stuff.
We did it.
It's a list of my favorite things. It's a list of my favorite things.
You told me to stop.
No. I didn't say. Hey.
This is so magical that this happened.
You read the list of things.
Okay. This is
Hannah Boone, 1997. How old are you?
6 or 7.
6 or 7.
Name Rachel.
Oh,
Lena?
those are the names of my best friends.
Okay. All right. And then here we go.
Yeah, speaking of the mic, you goddamn idiot.
Hey, I'm still.
So my best friends are Rachel and Lena.
Favorite movies: Toy Story and Toys.
Oh, Toys like with Robin Williams.
Story 2. Oh, there's a whole other line.
It says Toy Story 2, I think 3 times.
And Toy Story 2. Favorite TV show: The Partridge Family and Smart Guy.
Whoa,
Smart Guy.
That is What's like the two weirdest. That's Taj Mowry's project.
Dude, Smart Guy rules.
Tia and Tamara.
Oh yeah,
their little brother.
Guy with the ears.
He was a genius.
And wait a minute, Partridge Family though. Why the fuck?
That wasn't mine. I think that was Rachel. I'm trying to read this graph. I think it was Rachel's favorite show was Partridge.
And who's Rachel? Okay. Is Rachel your best friend?
She was my best friend.
Okay,
you're underneath, and your friends are right there. Okay, and then what's that year opening? Emily, 2005.
That's when. That's when you want to open it. Oh boy!
Future predict. Hey, it's.
I'm not. It's not on you. It's on her dumb little girl brain.
Look how it's laid out.
It looks like it's a score sheet from a game of pitch.
I didn't learn Excel yet. Okay.
Future predictions that they might make more cross foods. Skateboards will have license plates.
God damn.
My bike...
What is a cross food?
I don't know.
Oh, I know what a cross food is. Cross food is where you take a goddamn piece of cheese and you put some fucking ketchup on
it. Is it GMO? Is it GMO?
Cross food, skateboards with license plates.
Skateboards will have to have license plates.
That's great. I like that they have to.
And hoverboards have to go on water.
Hoverboards were not even a thought.
That's great. Okay. Can I read your letter now?
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's at the top.
My letter's a little sad. I'm a child of divorced parents, but you know.
Okay, this is I will say right here. It's a nice loose leaf paper, no holes.
No holes.
Not gonna be able to put this in a binder.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. You were not 6 or 7 when you did this, unless you didn't write it.
Maybe I was 9.
Well,
I don't know why.
Why don't you do math?
I still to this day, I refuse to do math.
Yeah,
that's my excuse for being stupid. I won't.
Because your cursive is so good in this. That if you were a little kid, you would be fucked.
Thank you.
Okay. Hannah, 10 important things. Number 1, read all the Bibles. Now,
wait, I have an actual letter in here too. Oh, here's the letter.
Yeah, this is okay. Cool, we'll do that.
But read that because that is important.
Now, is this things that you hope you have had done by now?
By now, yeah.
Okay, so
Read
by
all
now
the
you would like to have read all the Bibles. Now, check in.
The Comedian's Bible.
Yeah. The Bro Bible.
I'm not going to know the answer to this. I don't know.
Have you read any of the Bibles at this point?
No.
Okay.
And I went to 10 years of religious school.
Number 2. Get better at sports. Now, how's that worked out?
Not at all.
Yeah, I've heard you're kicking ass at shooting guns on horses.
I'm a cowboy now.
Yeah.
You could call
on
that
a steel horse you ride.
Yeah, hell yeah.
How did you not go Kid Rock on that?
Well,
that was right in your neighborhood.
Oh God, I know, but I went John Bon Jovi, so I went. Man. This podcast is really doing something to us.
You guys suck. All right, keep going.
I didn't know you were gonna roast our asses. Okay, number 3, study more.
I almost flunked out of school. I barely graduated.
And then it says underneath that also, remember to bring in Scoville
units.
Trebadabada.
Wait, can I try?
Yeah.
Can I try?
Remember to bring in Scova.
Remember to bring in Sova and Tzedakah.
Yeah. That's not on me, right?
That's a Jewish. Sova is the giving of food to poor people, and Tzedakah is the giving of money to poor people. Sorry, that's Patrick. Patrick, stop it.
Sorry. Yeah, let's take a quick break.
Take a quick break.
I get all hopped up when I get that.
keep my joke in though, where I call the dog Patrick because I think that's funny. Okay,
tell me what's this goddamn word?
Sova and Tzedakah. Now I went to a Jewish school.
All right, bragger. So first off, you just.
I'm Jewish, so Sova is the giving of food to poor people.
Okay.
We had to bring that in every Friday, canned goods. And then Tzedakah is the giving of money.
Okay.
And so I was like, as a 9-year-old, my income really needs to be going to the poor.
Sure. Okay, so number 4, go to college. How'd that work out? Nope.
I mean, I went twice.
And you've seen colleges.
I performed at Columbia University last night.
Oh, well, there you go. So technically you did go to college.
I have been to college before.
Number 5, I want to, oh boy, I want to donate charity.
Hannah.
No, what you do is you got this real flashy cursive. It's like just learn cursive. Look at this, Ream. You can agree with this. All of our letters have a real running start on them. So that donate looks like it's got an I donate. But,
well, I had a tutor.
Yeah. Okay, so you want to donate to charity? How's that working out?
I've done that this year a lot.
Yeah, well, there you go. Also, number 6, work at a pet shop. Now seems like that could have been number 1. We could have knocked that fucker out of the park soon.
I never did work at a pet shop.
Oh man.
I feel like that's the most attainable shit on here. That and Escape from Sobibor, or whatever number 3 is.
Reading all the Bibles.
Okay. Number 7, make more friends. Well, that's sad.
I know, it's really sad.
The only thing sadder than
now, though.
The only thing sadder than that is make a friend.
No, my life. The letter's sadder.
Yeah, you got a lot of friends now. You're a popular lady.
People fucking love me.
Yeah,
you can see my Facebook inbox.
Number 8, helping the environment.
Okay.
Pretty good. Do you think somebody taught you environment, or do you think you just looked at a book and wrote it, or do you think you just knew how to spell it? I was a very
good speller. It's all I could do was spell.
Sure, good.
No other skills.
Your tense is a little weird on this. Some of these you want to do this. It's like traveling more.
Don't correct the
I'm
paper.
just saying. Okay, number 9, traveling more.
Hey,
how's that been?
Really got to get out there.
Living in New York.
Yeah, no, I don't travel.
Oh, this is great. Number 10. Number 10 is go to temple. Okay. But what is crossed out
in Philadelphia?
Which this was a joke. You did this on purpose, right?
I have no idea, but I saw that.
You had to have done this on purpose because it's pencil, so you could have erased it. But written, this is to make a point either as a joke or because you're a goddamn
my
angry.
Brother. I hate
it says
him.
being more nice to my brother, and then that's crossed out, and instead it says go to temple.
Mm-hmm.
Younger or older?
Older, but he's my disabled brother, so it's sort of like we're the same age
Jesus
at that time
Christ.
mentally.
Wow, really got sad.
Well, he got all the attention.
Yeah,
He's
sure.
disabled. That was like, fuck you.
My cousin was killed by John Gacy. I totally get it. They're like, I'm here. I'm right here. Okay, and then on the bottom it says, you have a lot to do in green marker. Now, did you write that then, or did you write that recently on rereading this?
I made sure to write that before Gamer.
Yeah.
It's a message to you, Patrick. You have
I have a lot to do. Oh, I gotta get out of here. That's fantastic. Okay, so now
we have the real letter if you want the meat.
Now, I think you should read this. Okay. I want to hear this in your voice.
God, and okay. I taped, so speaking of past
do you get paid $1 every time you say okay?
It's my thing. It's how I market myself. It's
yeah,
my brand.
I do that all the time too, and
when I get excited, I trip up on my slow mouth and my fast brain, and I just start saying,
shit!
Okay.
I didn't know you also had fast brain.
I have fast brain.
Oh, no. Man.
Some people call it smart, but it's not the same.
Charity.
We're really like writing your resume right now. Slow brain, slow mouth, fast brain. Great penmanship.
Oh,
good speller.
Lot of friends.
Read
a lot of friends. Yeah.
Okay, read
most of the Bibles.
Not even different kinds of Bibles, just every copy of the same Bible.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had a little camera for a while now. There was a little camera, and it was like a Polaroid, but the size of the pictures were about the size of your pinky nail.
Yeah.
They were miniature Polaroids.
Okay? Oh, wow.
And so I had one of these, and they came with little, like Snapchat filters.
Kinda, yeah.
And there was one I loved that gave me angel wings and a halo.
Oh.
So I took a picture of that, taped it to this letter, and wrote, I'm a little angel. And then wrote a picture of an angel, and the angel saying in a bubble, hi. Okay? So that's at the bottom of this.
Oh, man.
So we're going to start there. So it says, Dear me, this is my daily schedule. Monday, homework club. Tuesday, homework club. Wednesday, my mommy picks me up from school. Yeah! Hurrah! Well, anyway, Thursday.
Anyway.
Chorus. Friday, swim team. Wednesday is my most favorite weekday because of mommy. Friday also. I have the most wonderful cat ever. I named him Pumpkin because I got him for my birthday, which I did not explain as Halloween.
That doesn't.
Halloween.
Yeah, there's.
Which I still do to this day. I say a lot of half thoughts and expect you to know what I'm talking about. I also have a pet rat named Davy Crockett, but he is no longer alive.
Oh shit!
Still have him though. Just rotting in my sock drawer.
You lost Davy.
And then I wrote the word tear. But I also, at the end of saying alive, wrote an exclamation mark, and instead of a dot under it, I drew a tear.
He died at the Rat Alamo.
Yeah.
And then
Rat Joe Bowie. Jim
Bowie.
Bowie.
The year I will open this is 2007. Love, Hannah Krasnow. And that is my real name.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Just
spoiler.
So, and the picture's so faded, but you can vaguely make out that I'm an angel in it.
Wait a minute. Are you just like super obsessed with the Alamo?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's Hannah Boone. You named your rat Davy Crockett. Your dad keeps sending you Bowie nights.
I did have a dream of being like a frontiersman for a long time.
Oh, wow.
When I was too old to have that dream, for sure.
That is goddamn amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how does it feel like, do you feel like if you could tell that little girl, whoa,
Yeah.
okay, so we got shit in there
You
too?
post a lot of kids
I got a
photos,
Backstreet
too.
Boys fucking poster.
Who's your Backstreet Boy?
I cut it off the cover of a Tiger Beat. Brian.
Oh,
Brian's
God. Well,
so hot.
settle.
And
Why
I
are you
wrote their names.
screaming?
Is he the one with...
Because I'm like excited.
He's like the biggest one, right?
No,
With
the biggest one
cheekbones?
was Nick.
Okay.
Well, Kevin and Nick. And then Howie and AJ. And then Brian, though. Ugh. God.
Which one's Brian?
That's Brian.
I wrote their names next to their faces. Don't worry, you'll see.
Oh, yeah, I remember Brian.
And then here's a clipping from the TV guide of that day.
Oh, whoa. This is going to be special.
Yeah, I thought Brian was Kevin. I think I'd go for Kevin.
And here's the newspaper. Charles Schultz had just died.
Oh, whoa.
You would go with Kevin? Really?
Yeah, with those cheekbones? Come on.
Leif, who do you want? Who would you...
You're really big on, like, writing out your feelings. Like, your rat dies, you write, you tear. Charles Schultz died, you wrote boo-hoo next to it.
I'm a writer.
I want to go down this real quick. This is what was on TV that night.
Okay.
All right, channel, this is the 7 p.m. hour, channel 2, KMIR, where are we talking? Where is this?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, California. We got Entertainment Tonight. Entertainment all the time in Los Angeles.
24 hours a day,
looks like
baby.
There's a headline here from, or an opinion piece by Shirley T. Hunter, saying, don't expect things to change overnight with Iran.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
So we're still dealing with that.
And I'm focusing on the Charles Schultz, but that's important too.
Yeah, I actually want to look. I want to fish through that some more.
My mom was Wiccan. She made me a little potion with a fucking, gram?
That's a pentagram.
Pentagram.
Whoa.
Yeah.
No wonder you wanted fucking Wednesday's Rule. Your mom's out there casting spells and shit.
Yeah, it was fucking fun.
You guys are watching, you guys are watching Frasier on Channel 13?
Oh, that's the
so
TV
much
guide?
Frasier,
I wanted
man.
to see the TV guide. I was jacked.
Yeah, we made shit out of pipe cleaner.
Stuff.
I have a bag of green tea. I don't know why. And then here's my height and my waist measurements in yarn.
Oh. Wait, that's how tall you were? You were so short.
No, this is tall. And the waist still fits. I was very fat, actually. God, I had great hair. What a waste. What a waste of good hair.
Ooh, Drew Carey show, huh?
Here's the day I got sun poisoning and a picture of Pumpkin, my cat.
Oh.
Pumpkin still with us?
That would be insane. No. I mean, it'd be insane because I got him.
20 years ago.
I got him when he was already like 17.
Yeah,
I picked like the most drooling, dying cat.
I kept thinking it was 10 years ago for some reason. I just wanted that cat to be alive again.
I also,
you and me both, man.
You were supposed to own this in 2007.
Yeah.
That's so much longer ago than I was thinking at first.
Yeah, I was supposed to open this in 2007. And when I was like, what, 17? Like, what the fuck? Like, what was I going to
do? The time you're least excited about when you were 10 or whatever?
What 17-year-old's working at a pet store?
There's a Hershey's Kiss in here, which is gross.
Oh, eat it. Eat it right now on the podcast.
I went to Legoland with my friend Lena. I spent the night with Lena at the Hilton Hotel. And then I wrote continue with an arrow to the other side of this paper where there's a pressed penny.
At Legoland.
Whoa.
Yeah. Legoland was cool.
A couple years ago, we had done one of these too. My family did in '99.
We should do one now.
And we can do one right this fucking second.
Yes.
We did one in '99, and it was to be opened in, I believe, in 2019. But then my grandma passed away in 2015, and it was a real bummer. Like, the whole family was real sad about it.
Could see that,
me included. And so afterwards, it was a long sickness. She died. We had the funeral, and then after the funeral, we all go to my aunt's house. And my aunt was like, "Well, I know of a fun way." She's like, "We're gonna open the capsule now," and god damn it, it totally worked because everybody's reading their old stuff, and it's really cool and stuff. And I was 15 when I wrote it. And I read it. We all read our letters aloud and stuff. And mine, there was this whole part that I just didn't read because it was all about, like, I wish everybody in our family would stop being such assholes to each other. Like, by that point, I hope everybody stops being such assholes together because people get so mad, and then it's like, oh, we're not talking to this aunt for a year, and then the next year we're only talking to this aunt. Mm-hmm. And I didn't read that out because none of that has happened, and it would have been so, like, too sad. But I took a photo. I did a thing where I wrote who my best friends were and what my favorite movies and stuff were. And I said that my favorite movie was Dirty Work, the Norm Macdonald. That's fucking right.
Yeah.
And I listed all of my friends. This is kind of funny though, because I listed all my friends, and one of the people I listed in it was somebody who, like, I literally never remember being friends with ever. And so, like, literally the day I wrote the letter, I must have hung out with her and been like, she's great, and then put her in the thing. And it's one of those things, like, if I would have died and they would have read that, they'd been like, Patrick and her had a real tight, they must have been real close. And, like, I don't even remember.
You fucking freak.
Yeah, I don't know shit
like,
about her. Yeah.
You know, they did a time capsule at Nickelodeon Studios.
Oh, yeah?
And then after they shut it down, they moved it. And I don't know where. But,
no, I know that's a thing.
It's somewhere else now. It's like at a Six Flags or something.
Oh, weird.
But, they still haven't opened it.
I almost got slimed once.
Oh, no. Yeah. What was his name?
Now they slime every time.
That's gross, Patrick. I'm not high-fiving you. Damn.
Wait, why did you almost get slimed?
Well, slime.
I'd love it if your story was like, I was on all that for 4.5 years in the mid-2000s.
They didn't get slimed that much and all that.
Nah,
though,
they
did
didn't.
they?
Nah,
No.
they almost
That
never
was the
used the
game
slime.
shows, and I lived in Los Angeles. So
yeah.
I went to Universal Studios, and they were filming, like a Nick show, and they were like, we need a volunteer, and I shot out of I was like, yeah! And then they had to pick me, or I was gonna.
Yeah.
So
that girl with the brass knuckles.
Yeah. Don't make me get my horse. So they brought me on, and then I realized the losers get slimed.
Yeah.
And our team was fucking badass, and we won.
Was this on TV, and what game show was it?
Yeah, it was on TV.
What game show was it?
I don't know. The one where you get
I
slimed.
was so upset.
Double Dare?
But if you
Was
win,
it with your
you get
family?
to go do the,
Or was it with
do
friends?
the obstacle course.
It was a thing where a lady had to pedal a bike, and it sounds like double. No,
Was it with your family?
Yeah,
Then
but
it would've been
my
Double Dare.
family didn't go up. It was it was a bunch of they picked strangers from the audience and pretended we were family.
Okay,
Speaking
so
of-
then that's probably sounds like Double Dare.
Speaking of pedaling bikes, I saw a cool commercial for Huffy's
Oh, yeah?
the other day.
What's that?
Huffy's
it's
the
a
type of
bike
bicycle.
brand. Yeah. They were pedaling bikes.
Okay.
Thank you.
There was a network for a while that Nickelodeon had called Nickelodeon Game and Sports. It was Nickelodeon
Oh, yeah.
Nick Gas.
GNS.
And they had this was when I was in college. This was like 2005 this was my sophomore year of college. And my roommates and I, every day we would come home from class and watch like 4 hours of just those game shows. And so it'd be really interesting if we ever watched your episode. Because we watched, there was one of the funniest things I've ever seen was there was a Nickelodeon game show just like you described. I can't think of the name right now, but the idea was it was half of a house that was split in half, and then you could see all the rooms of the house,
Right.
and there was teams, and then at the end of each level you would run in and look around a house and you had to find certain stuff. And there's one episode where the host was like a real fucking just a old dude, seemed probably an old stand-up who was like, this is my last shot, and
That's what they all are.
the kids were all like really scared and stuff. They were always like, none of them had no show presence or anything or stage presence or anything. And then so this one team loses, it's pairs, right? And so these two kids win and the other two kids lose. And then right before the commercial break, the host is like, you won. And he looks at the little girl. He's like, are you ready to go to the final round? And she just goes, I don't want to do this anymore. and then he's just like, hey. And then when they came back from commercial, the girl from the other team is on the, they just switched her out. But it was so funny. She was just like, I'm out. I'm done.
Well, kids on TV's got to
Yeah.
be a tricky.
Oh, yeah. They're either too, and that's the thing. Whenever I watch those shows, you never wanted the one that was too into it, you know.
Oh yeah,
You
no,
didn't-
that was
yeah.
me. I mean, I was in and out of there real fast.
I want to find that video so much. Oh man, you know,
I know.
what's her name? There's a comic, Amber Rollo. You know her?
Yep.
She was on an episode of Rescue 911 when she was a little kid, because something happened to their family.
Yeah.
And they had a reenactor play her as a little girl, and she's like a little kid, and she's like the whole time she's talking, she's like looking at the floor, and it was like something that happened to her sister, and it's a really good episode. I've seen the episode. I don't want to burn it.
Was it like a murder?
No. I won't. I don't want to burn it in case she comes
emergency,
It was
William
real
Shatner hosted it, and it was just like reenactments
of real 911 calls.
Love reenactments.
My dad broke
Yeah.
his leg in the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
And then
We could have her on just to talk about it, and then we could play the audio or something maybe. But
Yeah.
it's so funny because when they see her talk, it's a thing that happened to her sister, and she's just staring at the floor. She's really little, and she's staring at the floor, and she's like, "I'm happy because my sister's alive." And it's like,
they like made her say
it's
it.
so good,
Dude, do you remember sibling rivalry? That shit was crazy.
Wait, are you talking about just the concept of
the
it?
concept.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I thought you
I
meant
didn't know there was
TV
like a show.
Yeah. Also, do you guys want to pitch a show called Sibling Rivalry?
That'd be
Of
cool.
course I do.
Yeah.
But it's like I to this day I've never, and I have emotional problems.
Yeah,
and
no shit.
Real bad.
Yeah. Slow mouth.
And I
Fast brain.
it makes you real angry. It's inconvenient, is what it is. But the seething anger, the violent anger I have felt during sibling. I haven't punched anyone in my life except for my sister. The feeling
yeah,
of
for sure.
seething anger from that your siblings can bring up in
Yeah,
you is terrifying.
Absolutely.
And I have really laid into some people who didn't deserve it, but
Sure.
goddamn.
I was the youngest, so I had like the asshole older brother doing like
Yeah, same here.
jerk stuff
I had a
all the
little
time.
sister.
My brother went to the army and learned how to fight, and then came back and kept fighting me.
Oh,
and so
yeah.
I stabbed him with a pin one time at a bar.
I get it.
I stabbed him as hard as I could. I was like 17, and he had just got out of the army, and you know that the army doesn't really do a lot for your brain either. You
No,
know,
my dad
like
was
he
in the
wasn't in
army.
good spots in his head at the time. But he would go drink at the bar, and then I'd go pick him up, and I was like a kid, but I was 17, so they'd like let me in, and he was like fucking with my arm one time at the bar, and I just grabbed a pin and stabbed him in the arm. And then he just
Pen
stopped
or are
fucking.
you saying pen?
A pin, like an ink pen. I grabbed an ink pen and stabbed him in the arm with it.
Oh,
and then
like in
quit.
the meat of his arm?
Yeah, like at a good part of his arm.
Doggy.
And then I just stopped, and then he just stopped fucking wrestling with me.
That's great. That's what you
yeah.
gotta do.
Yeah, you gotta, it's, you know, you gotta.
Gotta assert dominance.
You learned that when you were a horseback rider, right?
Yeah, I was like
Why don't they
2
just call
into
it
it. They're like,
horse
don't
riders?
touch the horses.
What?
Why don't they just call it horse riders? Where else are you going to ride a horse?
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
I'm a horse front rider. It
The
sucks.
jokes I just thought of were gross.
Ah. Ugh.
That's too bad that's just.
You
there
know
now.
what? So, was there anything else in that goddamn cut thing?
Just like pictures, and this is audio.
I didn't get to
so-
see none of that shit. Let me see some of those photos. I want to pass them around this way.
Cute kid. I was.
Yeah, you post a lot of kid
Oh, is that you?
photos of
Yeah.
you looking
Be
disgruntled
weird if it wasn't me.
on the Facebooks.
I was an
I'm
unhappy
jealous.
child.
I'm jealous of people that have funny kid pictures
Yeah.
that they can keep
Yeah.
posting.
My EP is me as a 2-year-old stuffing my entire fist in my mouth.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
I mean, where else are you going to put it?
Yeah, you gotta put it somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna carry this shit around.
That's so funny. People like, hey, guess what? You're a little kid walking in the room. You guys are gonna believe this. I just shoved my fist up my ass. And it felt awesome. And everybody in the family's like, all right, well, that's
Oh.
fine, but just like wait a couple years.
Can I tell you my ketchup story?
Yeah, please,
Yeah.
would you?
So when I was little, like my parents very negligent. So I got to eat. I lived off of ketchup for a while. Like I would take, like we get French fries, and I would
Yeah.
use the French fries as a spoon to eat the ketchup.
I used to have a thing that I thought that no matter how hot a French fry was, if you dipped it in ketchup, it would like make it okay.
What'd you guys think
And
of those?
it burned the fuck out of my mouth.
What'd you guys
you
think of
deserve
those colored ketchups from back in the day?
Whoa, buddy.
I
you
wanted
can't-
them
whoa,
so
okay.
bad.
You never got them?
Society's changed.
Yeah.
I wanted them so fucking bad.
Yeah,
My
we were
parents
too
were
poor. I mean, if Surefine would have made a colored ketchup, I might have got
Purple
it.
You know
ketchup?
what's
Like,
weird
whoa.
is like my parents were like,
Surefine
no.
purple.
My parents were like, God knows what's in that. It's like the same thing as ketchup. Like, what do you think? You're not a hero.
Yeah.
But so I ate all the ketchup, and I would eat pure ketchup with spoons and my fingers, just eat ketchup, and it went on long enough that I shit my diaper.
Oh, no.
And my mom opened my diaper, and it was all red, pure, and she thought I was bleeding to death internally.
Sure.
And she screams her head off and starts taking me to the hospital. And then my dad stopped her and was like, "What's going on?" She's like, "She's dying." And then they figured out that they were just letting me eat so much ketchup that that's all I could shit.
I love them taking you to a doctor and being like, we don't know, we think she's bleeding from the inside. And they look and they're like, okay, let me just
a
ask
case
real
of
quick.
ketchup.
We're gonna call foster care on
I
this
just want to ask real
one.
quick, does she got a slow mouth? And they're like, she does. It's like, well, she's got a case of ketchup ass. That's fine.
Get my ketchup ass, my slow mouth. I'm getting on the dating sites with this one. Woo! Everyone
that's
loves
great.
me.
My dad one time took, this is a thing my dad would do. Like, if something was running low, like the ketchup on the table, the ketchup bottle was like running empty.
Mm-hmm.
And so, there's only a little bit left in there. And so I saw he took Diet Coke and he poured Diet Coke in the ketchup bottle and then like shook it up to get this ketchup off the sides. And then he poured that on his burger.
That's insane.
Well, I was like, what are you doing? And he's like, it's all the same stuff. And I was
Not
like,
wrong.
I was like, what do you think is in Diet Coke, Dad? You think Diet Coke's mostly tomato?
I do
Well,
that with soap
ketchup
and
is not
stuff in the
mostly
shower.
Huh?
So
Yeah, like the last bit
Well,
of
yeah,
your
there's a
body
difference
wash,
if you're not putting
I
in
thought
your
you
body.
meant you put soap in your ketchup. I was like, well, okay.
One time my mom fed my mom has chickens, and she fed all the chickens a bunch of old chicken, like some fried chicken that we had left over. And I was like, you can't do that. That's
Ugh.
fucked up. And she's like, what do you think's in the chicken feed? And I was like, what do you think's in the chicken feed? You think they're just feeding them themselves?
What? That's a terrifying. Like, what do you think is in the chicken feed? Like, that's a turning point in a
Chicken
movie.
feed is chicken.
Ugh.
All right, well, this has been goddamn blast.
Oh, it has.
You having
Yeah.
fun?
Oh, so
been-
much fun.
I still
good
cannot
treat.
believe. I'm gonna see if from now on when we send out our feelers to our agents and our press and everything. I'm gonna see if anybody has time capsules that they can bring on the show, you know?
Absolutely.
That'd be fantastic.
Don't make time capsules, guys. They're so depressed. Don't write yourself letters
just
about
don't
where
open
you
them.
want to be. Yeah, don't make them.
Yeah, make
Yeah,
them.
you
Sure.
can make 'em.
Goals are great. Reflecting on goals, not so good.
I do want to say, I know I just said this, but like I want the audience to hear that this time capsule was made for my parents, and my dad just like mailed it to me with also like a bunch of my artwork that was like I made. And he was like, "This is for you, right?"
you?
Like, no.
Parents are so weird about like
Yeah.
how many times I don't know how many times I've given my dad a present for his birthday and then he's given it back to me for Christmas and like I don't know what the fuck this is. But not like but my dad's not doing it in a I know you gave this to me but I don't want it. He's doing it in a I don't know where the fuck this came
Yeah, it's
from.
like, why is this
You want
here?
this dumb shit?
Yeah, exactly. Me too.
Okay, so Ream, now you know we play games on this
I
goddamn
love
show. We do.
games, man.
Foolish games. I also really thought I could pull a bunch more games references.
Tabletop
games. Sometimes it's trivia. Sometimes it's either or. Sometimes it's facts about yourself. Now, I feel like there's been one standard in today's game or in today's show that has come up quite often, and that is ketchup.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to ask you these wonderful 10 questions, trivia questions about ketchup.
Cool.
Okay, now this is multiple choice. There is a right answer. There's a bunch of wrong ones. But we're just gonna see because I feel like you really talk a big fucking game on your ketchup knowledge. I'm gonna see where we're
Yeah,
at.
I'm not backing down. Love it.
Okay, question 1. Ketchup, catsup, ketchup. All variations. Oops.
Ooh,
Take two.
how embarrassing!
Take
Wow.
two ketchup.
I get a lot of.
You fucking nutted it. You got the
Oh,
slow-mo.
Leif coming in. We're gonna do this again. Number 1, ketchup, catsup, ketchup. All variations on the same theme. What is the origin of the word? Malay, Thai, Japanese, or Laotian?
What was the first one?
Malay,
What was the last one?
Laotian.
That's French for the ocean.
Oh, it's gotta be French.
There you go. That's the one.
It's not
They make all the
Japanese.
sauces.
So are you going with Laotian?
Laotian. Lay it on me. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Ocean of potato chips.
Number 2. The first ketchups in England and the American colonies were closer in taste and consistency to the original rather than the modern variety. They could be made from any number of ingredients, the only consistent being vinegar. Although walnut ketchup, anchovy ketchup, and oyster ketchup were popular, what was the favorite flavoring for the condiment in Britain?
Probably something gross. They like gross food.
They
Yeah,
do.
they like gross shit. Number 1.
Pudding.
Shrimp, mushroom, sorrel, or garlic.
What is sorrel?
I got no clue.
That's that like it sounds like a kind of tornado. Like a sorrel.
Ooh.
Yeah, we had sorrels all the time in Iowa.
What's the grossest? Mushroom. What's the last one? Garlic. What's the top one? Shrimp.
mushroom, sorrel, and garlic.
I'm gonna say sorrel because that sounds British and fucked
Yeah.
up.
In Nova Scotia in 1811,
Canada.
James Meese published the first recipe for tomato ketchup. What did he call it? Apple of Paradise ketchup,
Ooh, I hope so.
Pommes d'Or ketchup, tomato ketchup, or Love Apple ketchup.
I'm gonna not read a lot into this. I'm gonna say C.
See, tomato ketchup.
Yeah. Why fuck around?
Yeah.
Tell the people what it is.
Yeah. It's not.
You know?
hard.
Give the people what they want. Number 4. Jonas Yerkes was the first man to market prepared tomato ketchup. First in America, then in Britain. When did he do this? The 1840s, the 1830s, the 1850s, or the 1860s?
What an insane. Who cared? The 8 out of the 30s.
Yeah.
What'd you say? The 1830s?
Yeah.
Go with the middles. That's the way to go.
I thought
You
that was
never
the
want-
first one.
All right. Oh,
So there are the
shit.
20s in there.
This one's hard. In 1876, a pickle company introduced a new, thick, rich, and luscious tomato ketchup.
Well, now I'm horny.
What was the name of the company? Answer. This one you have to write it in. One word. There are no other kinds.
With the name of the pickle company
Yeah.
that made a luscious.
In 1876,
Sexy tomatoes.
Heinz, you think?
Yeah. They make
Heinz
pickles, dude.
67, too.
There's a Heinz and a Heinz 67?
I don't know.
Heinz 57?
Heinz 67 sounds like the car they might own. I don't know.
What about Heinz? Oh, well, boy, never mind.
Oh, you got the fast brain working.
I do. My nose is bleeding. Okay, number 6. Heinz ushered in a new wave in ketchup production in 2000. What did they introduce? Holographic ketchup, colored ketchup,
Ooh.
salsa ketchup, soya ketchup.
Well, colored.
Okay.
Soya ketchup? Yeah, I do sometimes.
Ah! Oh my god!
What about this one? Say that one
Okay.
again. The second one from the bottom.
Oh, I have to... Hold on, man. Salsa ketchup.
Oh, you saw some? Okay.
Oh shit!
Boy. Can you go back and bleep over anytime we say the word colored? Even if it's in, like, if it means something, you know? Just use that sound of
It sounds weird.
puppy dog. Nah, let's keep saying it.
Okay, forever.
By the way, I'm going to give you a shot to redo your number 5 answer. In 1876, a pickle company introduced a new thick, rich, and luscious tomato ketchup. What was the name of the company? You said Heinz. Heinz has been named 1,000 times in this test. I'm sure that's not it.
Okay,
So I'll just let you think about it. I'll just let you think about it.
Sun
Number
Gold.
7.
What's the name of the
Hunts.
pickle with the bird?
Yeah,
Classic.
Flaccid. Now that's a pickle.
Flaccid
Doubt
pickles
it's
are good. Flaccid pickles are not.
Oh shit!
I'm tweeting
It's the best day of my life.
What did the Reagan administration briefly classify ketchup as in 1981?
that. Reagan.
A fruit? I forgot I had to read more.
A vegetable.
A fruit, a vegetable, a good source of vitamin C, a dangerous source of carcinogens.
A vegetable.
A vegetable, yep. I believe that's right.
I thought the Reagan administration of
They went
ketchup
crazy.
was when he was having a hot dog. For the,
He had to administer it to the hot dog?
I don't know.
They
man.
went buck wild with calling things vegetables.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
that's a vegetable, that's a vegetable. It's great.
They were in the pockets of the food pyramid people, man.
yeah,
Big
yeah.
food pyramid.
No, I know why, but like if you just don't look into why, it's like that's fine.
Also
Yeah.
by criminal by shutting down all of the mental health places in California and also across the whole country, it made a lot of people not get the medication they needed, which in turn made them vegetables. Living on the streets.
Whoa.
He was a bad dude. He was a bad guy, and we all pretend he was good. We
That
don't.
was
but
like
a lot of people
almost
pretend
a
he was good.
poem. That
Even
was very
Republicans like him, and they are dumb.
Yeah, it's
Number 8, ketchup is a health food. You bet.
Is that a question?
Recent studies show its significant levels of lycopene.
Lycopene.
Make it.
I've been waiting to say it all day.
It's been on the tip of your tongue.
I like your peen.
Lycopene. Make it natural. It's the natural enemy of brain tumors, amnesia, the common cold, or prostate cancer.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm gonna need you to say it again.
Ketchup is a health food. You bet.
No, god damn it, just the answers.
Brain tumors, amnesia, the common cold, prostate cancer.
Well, I was gonna say cancer, but there's 2 kinds of cancers. Brain.
There's several kinds of cancers. What happened to Hannah? Oh, she had slow mouth cancer.
The slow mouth guy. Brain.
You know, that's
You're saying
what
brain?
That's what
Prostate.
werewolves
Okay, you're saying
use
prostate?
to mark their
Prostate.
territory.
What's that?
That's what werewolves use to mark their territory.
Brain
What?
cancer?
No, lichen pea.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
That took me a little bit.
When sometimes I get depressed and I don't want to leave the bed and I just lay in bed all day, sometimes for 2 days at a time, and I call it prostrate cancer because I'm laying prostrate on the bed.
I don't know what they say.
I don't know
I'm
either,
not
but I
educated.
feel like prostrate means. There's a lyric I heard once about laying prostrate on the floor, and I think it means flat on the floor.
Oh,
All right,
next
we
question.
got 2 more. Let's fucking get this going.
Let's catch up.
No,
Just
number
breathe
9.
out his spirit.
Oh,
Ketchup goes with everything. Nixon poured it
doesn't.
on cottage
True.
cheese. Elvis loaded it on the top of sweet potato pie.
Fuck yeah.
The
him.
Japanese
I put it on
eat
sweet
it on
potatoes.
rice. And what do the Czechs eat it on?
The Japanese do not eat it on rice.
they Chex Mix.
Oh,
Take it up with this fucking
What
guy.
do the Czechs put it on?
Polenta, spaghetti, dumplings, or
Spaghetti.
cornflakes? I feel like Left doesn't know no more.
I feel like
Left?
polenta.
Leif.
no, I hate that.
What a
I'll figure it
polenta
out.
surprise.
I'll figure it out.
No, I love it.
What do you think?
Polenta.
Polenta. That's what I would do.
Um,
Get these Oreos away from me.
Wait, how old were you when you made those? How old were you when you made that time capsule?
No, I think we're deciding on 8 or 9.
Oh, because when I was 8 or 9, I was just Polinton on my lycopene all goddamn day.
Ah! Yes! You have transcended.
Something. Then I got slow peen. I don't know. Okay. Quit what I meant. Number 10. In Bad Day at Black Rock.
Okay.
I'm gonna need you to.
McCready walks into the diner, heaves himself up on the stool, and utters those immortal words. If you don't like the food, that's what they made ketchup for. Who was the actor that played McCready?
Steve McQueen.
I don't even. This sounds
I don't know
made
any
up.
of that. Yeah.
Whoever wrote this knows 2 things: ketchup and Bad Day at Black Rock.
I will say Liam Neeson though.
No, I'll give you some options.
Ketchup's been taken.
Robert Mitchum,
Oh shit!
Jason Robards,
I don't know who any actors are.
John Wayne,
Okay, I know who that case.
or Spencer Tracy.
God, I hope it's John Wayne.
Me too.
Is that what you're saying?
No, Spencer Tracy.
Spencer Tracy. All right, I'm going to submit these answers.
It's someone who was in a Ketchup movie.
Oh, no, I was making all that up, and there's really nothing on my screen. Okay. A visual joke. All right, and how did you do? Well, looks like you got about a 50. You got 5 out of 10.
Yeah, that feels like life.
Yeah.
That feels right.
Yeah,
you're gonna
maybe
you're gonna have to retake the tests.
Yeah, maybe you should
get that grade up a little bit.
You should read that ketchup Bible.
You guys, at the
Just
end of
read the
this, you should
ketchup
have
label.
snacks.
Huh?
I mean, there's like I pointed at Oreos when I said you should have snacks, but like we should have like.
I thought about
Cheese
that.
Whiz.
I thought about that, but I'm on a no snacks kick this year, so I'm like, I'll
What
just
are
let the
you
podcast
eating?
fill.
What are you eating?
What?
In your life?
Huh?
There's plenty of other things that
Here,
are
I'll tell you the ones
snackable.
you got wrong real quick. We'll do this.
Oh,
fast.
good. Tell me all the wrong
Yeah,
ones.
you did. It wasn't Laotian. It wasn't Sorrel. It
Really?
wasn't. It was. Oh, the guy that made up the name. He originally called it Love Apple Ketchup, which that's just throwing everyone off. Ooh, let's
Yeah.
eat this yummy apple ketchup.
Fuck
Oh, fuck.
him.
I don't even never even had a
him.
love apple.
Failed art student.
It was.
shit.
It was the 1830s. It wasn't. Oh no.
What?
You just got a 60.
Yeah.
It was.
Thank you.
It was Heinz.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
That's a D. That's a D.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I graduated high school with D's.
Me too, man.
Heck
Got
yeah.
Okay.
That's when I got my D's too.
What's that? What'd you say?
That's when I got my D's.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think
Yeah,
of,
yeah,
but I
yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
find a way for me to say it without feeling weird.
Yeah. That was better the way
Number
that
6
worked out.
was colored ketchup. Number 7, it was classified as a vegetable. It was prostate cancer. And it
Prostate cancer.
And their topic, they're like they add on to it was just apparently so.
And who's the person? Who's the
It,
person?
it wasn't polenta that the Czechs put it on. They put it on spaghetti. Is that what you thought?
No, I thought
you're
it
way
was
off.
going to be the things that the Czechs make.
You're a teacher.
We'll get back
What are
to
the
you.
things the Czechs make?
Oh.
Isn't that rad song from a few years ago? What the Fox says.
What the checks made.
And coming in the wire, it was Spencer Tracy. So you
Yeah.
got 6
Ooh.
out of 10. That's a pretty good score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hannah's
we're all just
been a
living
pretty
life.
good score for this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
really.
fuck
'Cause this
yeah.
was freaking fun.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is a good
now
one.
don't you forget
Yeah.
Wait. What was that?
it. I don't know.
Don't you forget it.
Don't you forget it.
That was the Taco Bell dog.
That was my mouth speeding up.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Don't you forget it.
Oh my god, can I
The
add one more
animal.
thing before we wrap
Oh,
up?
well, yeah, please hurry
Yes.
the fuck up.
Speaking of Yo Quiero Taco Bell, when I was a kid, so I had, well, maybe it's, I shouldn't. Well, okay, so I lived in LA and most of my friends were Spanish speaking, but I didn't speak Spanish and I really wanted to. And all I knew how to do was count to 10 and say Yo Quiero Taco Bell from those commercials. So I'd just go up to my friends' like parents and be like, Yo Quiero Taco Bell. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. And they'd just be like, get her out of here. It was fucking crazy.
Your friend that leaves ketchup on the couch is here again.
Pierogi.
Pierogi.
That's why I
That's
thought the Czechs put ketchup on.
I bet they do. I bet they do.
I do.
Oh,
ketchup on.
come on.
Really? That's the...
That's
it.
my line. Yeah. How dare you?
The only Spanish I ever learned was like rudiment, like basic Spanish, like high school Spanish.
Right.
But then that long stretch from that Sublime song, "Crest Me Down," and so I used to say that all the time. But then I found out
Me llama Bradley.
Yeah, but it'd be like "En el otro lado es donde viví," but it's all about fucking still. And so I'd like say that in class. And, sure, there's a little dancing.
Bailando.
Me gusta me reggae, me gusta punk rock.
Yeah, me gusta punk rock. Yeah, fuck you. That's right.
That was great. We got to ham fist in a little Sublime there at the end, which is what we try to do on every show.
That's right.
That's part of the contract Ream and I signed with the Bradley Noel estate. They're the funders of this podcast. Rest in peace, Bradley. We'll
and Rue Dog.
And Lou Dog. Oh,
Lou Dog.
we lost him.
Too soon.
So, Hannah, where
Well, no, he lived a full life.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, unlike Bradley, who did not live a full life. Went out in what some would call a blaze of glory, others would call a van. Hannah, what would you like to promote? What do you got? You on the internet?
Okay, last Thursday of every month, I run a show with a couple great comics we all know, who I just won't bother to name, but it's called Juicebox, and
Nice.
it's at a bar called Taste, 8 p.m., free wine tasting, 8:30, great show.
Hell yeah.
Comics from Conan and Comedy Central, last Thursday every month. And then also my EP just dropped a couple days ago, and that should still be out on
Sweet.
Spotify and iTunes by the time people
Hell yeah.
hear this. It's called Mommy, Daddy, Baby, Family. And
I was there at the recording.
Yeah, Patrick
it
is
was
a
a
little
great
bit
set.
on it. He introduces me, and it's
Oh
great.
yeah, you can definitely hear my bullshit laugh a handful of times.
I would like to say there were about 20 people in the audience, so I did really well. It's
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. I specifically went up and asked one man if he would stop talking near the microphone. So I don't remember if that was during you, but I definitely did it.
Hell yeah. Well, and then my Twitter handle is at Boone Comedy, BOONE Comedy.
Cool.
And what about?
Oh, I'm at Reamcore on about everything. That's
You wanna spell
RE
that?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You want to spell that? You want to spell that?
We've
for
done tons of these podcasts now.
Are you gonna be?
Spell
Is it gonna be like this? all
Anyway,
the time?
it's Reamcore, REAMKORE
Hell yeah.
at Yahoo.
At Yahoo. You don't, his Twitter is at Reamcore at Yahoo.
Yeah.
What's your shit, Patrick? Go.
At Patrick Hasty. That's at PatrickHastie. You can follow me at patrickhasty.com. I got an EP on Spotify as well. It's called a cool rap metal EP. Don't let the name surprise you. It's actually just stand-up comedy. But yeah, follow us there. Follow the show. You guys know where all the show stuff is. Leave us a positive review. All that cool stuff.
Yeah, I got a profile on Spotify. I make playlists.
Yeah, Ream makes good. He was listening to you were listening to Bruce Springsteen last night.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember the song, but I saw that you were actively listening to it.
Yeah.
I hate that other people can see what you're listening
I put it on
to.
private a lot and then listen to my own thing to help boost the numbers, you know? I'm trying to get up there. Gotta get it.
Right.
Yeah, if you don't get 1,000 listens, nobody gives a shit about you.
Oh, everyone listen to my
You know what I'm
thing.
talking about, Leaf? He's in it.
Yes.
I said it correct that time.
Cool. This has been a great
This has been
episode.
a good one. We'll see y'all later. Goodbye.
Later.
Bye.
Woo.